Hi guys, welcome back. When an employer suddenly starts treating us badly right after we filed a complaint of discrimination, that's probably retaliation. And that retaliation is a signal that the time for resolution has passed and the war is on now. Right about now, they're probably telling you that they want you to improve, but their actions are telling you the truth, that what they really want is to punish and silence you. But a lot of us, including me, don't see that at first. And our natural instinct as workers is to try harder to please them. So at first, when they start retaliating, we may walk on eggshells, we may accept responsibility for problems that we didn't create. I know I did all that at NASA because I thought if I did, they'd stop. But I was wrong. The truth is, by the time they're retaliating, they're actively trying to harm us, to shut us up. And trying harder to please someone like that isn't going to make things better. In fact, all it does is prove to them that it's working. And the retaliation isn't just a punishment, it's a test. They poke you, you try harder to please them, and that's when they know they've really got you. So that's when they move in and start to twist the knife. You volunteer for more work to show them how dedicated you are. They set you up with impossible standards, and when you don't meet them, write you up for it. Or you keep quiet when they're excluding you from meetings, hoping that they'll appreciate you for not rocking the boat. They twist that into proof that you were the one who disengaged from your work. That's how trying to please a retaliating boss can backfire on us. I learned that the hard way during one of NASA's dirtiest moves. The EEO manager called me to her office for a meeting to discuss my complaint of discrimination. But when I got there, she told me that I wasn't going to get reasonably accommodated, and in fact, she was going to put me on a PIP to make it easier for my boss to fire me. I'm positive that what she wanted was for me to get angry and start arguing with her. But instead, I just sat there straight-faced taking notes. And when I got back to my office, I sent her an email. Just now in your office, you told me this, and I have a few questions about that. Can you point me to the policy that gives you the authority to do this? What policy lays out my due process rights in this situation? And other than this adverse action against me, are you planning to do anything to address my complaint of discrimination? Polite, professional, and effective. Now, I knew that she couldn't really answer these questions without giving me a win. She could have admitted that she didn't have the authority to put me on a PIP. That's intimidation. She could have lied, which would have allowed me to drag out the real policy and show the truth. Or she could back off, which is what she did. Now, I discovered this by accident, but this is how you fight back against retaliation. Not by trying to please them, but by nailing them with documentation. And here's how. Stay calm. They want us to lash out or quit. Don't give them that. Turn your anger into fuel for your paper trail. Keep every record they send you, every email, every memo, every calendar change that shows how things have shifted since you asserted your rights. Keep a journal of anything they do that you think could be important to your case. Describe what happened briefly with dates, times, and the names of any witnesses, so you don't forget anything later. Ask polite but pointed questions, like I did, and do it in email. Make them put their shady moves in writing. Send follow-up emails to document the things that they said to you in person, the things they won't put in writing. And while you're doing all that, also draft a timeline. Lay out everything that led up to the retaliation, what forms the retaliation took, and how it's harmed you. And try to get support. Bring that timeline to an attorney. And while you're looking, or if you can't find one, lean on EEOC, advocacy groups, or online communities like this one. Before the retaliation, most of the people that I've talked to, like me, were good employees, and we had the performance reviews to prove it. That's how I know retaliation isn't about our work, and it's not even about us as people. It's about our voice and how far they're willing to go to silence it. Their retaliation is a confession. They're scared. And that means we have more power than they want us to realize. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, hang in and take care. Hey, I just want to quickly acknowledge that the channel went over 10,000 subs this week and say a quick thank you. And I also want to let you know that next week I'm going to have a special subject. I'm going to talk about a piece of my experience that I've never talked about before. And if you want to know why I've never talked about it, well, you want to be here next week. So I'll see you then.